While the global north struggles through an extreme summer of heat waves, wildfires and flash floods, people in the global south are facing a fight for survival as their climates become less and less suitable for human habitation. My name is David AllGreen. Welcome to Extinction Rebellion African News Online from our Abuja studios. First, the headlines. This is XR Africa News Online. Rebels in Goma protest against auction of protected lands for oil drilling. Fortress conservation threatens Maasai extinction. Rebels in the Democratic Republic of Congo have mobilized to stop plans for new oil exploration in their country that risk destroying rainforest and peatlands. They marched through city streets, held an outreach campaign targeting indigenous communities in affected villages, and a global awareness campaign using social media. The DRC government has opened up 27 oil blocks, which are vast portions of land, for auction, in the hope that international oil companies will buy the right to explore and exploit them. These blocks include the world's largest region of peatland, making it one of the world's most vital carbon sinks, as well as ancient rainforests and even parts of Virunga National Park, a UNESCO World Heritage Site. Rebels from XR University de Goma and XR Ruchuru have been visiting indigenous communities living on or around Virunga's earmarked lands to inform them about the government's plans and to mobilize peaceful resistance. The rebels believe that with enough community opposition, the government may be forced to change its plans. They are also meeting to discuss the racist legacy of colonial conservation, also known as fortress conservation. XR University de Goma marched to the regional government headquarters, telling the governor of North Kivu province that the auction of oil blocks was suicidal and that the DRC should stick to the agreement it signed at COP26 to protect Congolese rainforests. Since early 2022, the Maasai people of northern Tanzania have been fighting against their eviction from their ancestral lands from the Ngolongolo Conservation Area and Loliondo. The government wants to use the lands to make a safari park and expand trophy hunting opportunities, and have subjected the Maasai communities to waves of violence, exclusion, and evictions. Over the past months, XR Solidarity and other rebel groups have organized joint international solidarity actions with the Maasai. In February, the Maasai organized a blockade at the entrance of the Ngorongoro Conservation Area. At the same time, rebels in London and Edinburgh protested outside the Tanzania High Commission and several travel agencies who fuel the tourism that is driving the Maasai evictions. 80% of the world's remaining biodiversity is on indigenous lands, and communities like the Maasai want to lead efforts to protect the planet and stop ecocide. And in other news across the world, a rebel uprising in Cameroon, Wales has marched through Cardiff and visited the Welsh Senate. Rebels from XR Cameroon also occupied Abapaguin coal mine in South Wales, protesting against the government's plans to expand it. In Spain, XR Madrid and Fridays for Future staged a die-in front of Guernica by Pablo Picasso to denounce the NATO summit hosted in the city and to push for peace. They held placards with inscriptions such as "War is the death of people" and "War is the death of Earth," among others. Netherlands blue rebels portray air pollution and rising sea levels near a Tata Steel factory. The company is one of the nation's largest carbon polluters. In Buenos Aires, Argentina, the project "Without Land There Is Hunger" has launched its campaign. On the opening day of the 134th International Livestock, Agriculture and Industry Exhibition, activists entered the arena to make their historic claim in support of the peasant movements that have been fighting for years for fair access to land. This is the much we can take for now. Subscribe to our social media handles for new updates and news from XR Africa News Online. My name is David AllGreen, saying step up the action to protect nature. Climate change is real. Bye-bye.